I do it for my sister. I do it for Hannah.
And we are so lucky to be joined now by Mitch Widmeier. Mitch, thank you so much for taking some time with us here on NBA Today.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely. Mitch, I was so touched. I was so moved by the story of you and your sister, Hannah. I'm really close with my little sister. Can you just tell us a little bit about your relationship?
Yeah, that sibling bond, as you know well, Malika, it's always super, super tight. So I grew up with Hannah as my younger sister, Haley as my older sister. So I guess when things would go down in the house once in a while and someone had to get blamed, I'd be outnumbered 2-1. But we grew up very, very close, and it stayed that way throughout.
And certainly it's that way as we just saw now today. And I was watching your videos online, on TikTok. You've caught the attention of so many people, of so many fans as well. What was it that made you want to continue to share this outside of wanting your friends to be able to keep in touch?
Yeah, that was the main reason. When Hannah and I moved away from home 3.5 years ago, we had friends and family who were telling us, like, create an Instagram, create a TikTok account. We just want to keep up to date with Hannah. And I didn't really post anything on the TikTok, like, ever. And I started getting pressure, like, start posting stuff. And they were like, just do like the trending dances on TikTok. I was like, you're never going to catch me doing that. Like, never, ever. So
Me neither.
I just was like, when we watch games together, as I said, she's watching me more than the TV, and she just gets an immense joy out of it. And so I decided, all right, we'll start posting on your TikTok, and we just started with the regular season opener this year, and it kind of took off from there.
And you said that you had aspirations, right, to do some play-by-play, and this is a version of that. And I got to tell you, you're really talented. What does Hannah think of your calls here?
Hannah probably gets annoyed at me every once in a while, but those 2.5 hours that we spend together multiple weeks watching Knicks games, it's just a true bond we have. But yeah, a lot of people ask me in DMs and in the comments, like, about the broadcasting element of it. I went to school for radio, TV broadcasting, and my dream, my goal growing up was always to be the radio voice of the New York Knicks. So that's not why we do the videos, but it's an element of it for me that I kind of get to just scratch the itch a little bit. But if Hannah didn't enjoy it this way, we wouldn't be doing it. And this is how she gets the most joy out of having to sit and watch games with me.
Well, and the laughter that we saw from your how animated you get. And you have a catchphrase, right? What's the catchphrase?
There's a couple of them. Well, pass the sugar is the big one.
Yeah.
So when the Knicks get that final dagger and it looks like they're going to win, we always pass the sugar. And her comments and DMs are always flooded with people just reciprocating that back to us, which is pretty cool.
Pass the sugar target practice, right? That's another one.
Yeah, Mike Breen liked that one. Target practice when they make a three up, 3 down. We've got a few that we use, but the one that definitely is it trends in the comments is pass the sugar.
Mike Breen liked that one so much that actually in one of the third quarters of a game, it was Hawks-Knicks last time around, he used that as a bit of a homage to you and your story, and you actually spoke to him. What was that experience like?
Yeah, again, as someone who wanted to be like the radio voice of the Knicks growing up, obviously Mike being the TV side of that, growing up, Mike Breen was a fixture for me watching Knicks games. So to have him be aware of the videos, narrate the story for Hannah, and then to get a call from him a week ago was unbelievable. And he said he was going to borrow the target practice line. And so I had posted on Hannah's Instagram story, like, we have it on good authority. I didn't want to completely throw out that it was directly from Mike in case he forgot or couldn't fit it into the broadcast. But I said, we have it under good authority that Mike Breen's going to use its target practice line at some point. When he did, again, it was just a bunch of people sending me the clip, and it's unbelievable. It's one of those kind of like pinch me moments where one of your broadcasting heroes is using a line that you say in social media videos with your little sister.
Well, it's social media videos with your little sister in one sense, but I think it's also giving hope to a lot of people, Mitch, in another sense. But you got a busy day. You got another game to call coming up here in a couple of hours. The New York Knicks, they're up 2-0 on the Philadelphia 76ers. What do you think? I mean, is this the year they get it done? We see the Knicks hat.
I hope so. I'm always glass half full with the Knicks. I will say some of these margins of victories that they've had in games this postseason and the way the defense grew throughout the regular season makes me believe that this year could be different for New York. I'm hoping they take one of the next two in Philly and you go up 3-1 back to the Garden for Game 5. So that's the hope.
I mean, certainly the Knicks right now, as we were chatting about before we came on, it looks like the path is clear for them to go back to the NBA Finals for the first time since the 90s here. Mitch, I'm wondering, what is it that you hope that when people are watching you, watching Hannah, watching your story, what are you hoping that people walk away or take from your relationship and what you're trying to do here?
Just the bond that we have, that there's different ways you can bond and find happiness. You know, obviously Hannah's nonverbal. She's 100% dependent, but I have found throughout the years taking care of her, there are certain things that bring out her happiness. And I will say, Malika, the one part that people don't see, I get an immense amount of, I would say, happiness, joy when I get DMs from people who say, I've had a parent who had a traumatic brain injury. I have a cousin who had a traumatic brain injury, and they might say, you know, it's not to the level of Hannah, but these videos bring me so much happiness. We have people who send us DMs of their little kids yelling, pass the sugar, Hannah, pass the sugar, Hannah. And it's just, again, if Hannah didn't get enjoyment out of this, we wouldn't be doing the videos. But the most enjoyment I get out of it, outside of seeing her smile and laugh throughout, is those personal messages you get from people that you don't even know, who just can find that glimpse of joy when it's easy to doom scroll on social media. We hope for those couple minutes that we provide a video every Knicks game that they get a little bit of joy.
It's so true. There's so many, it's so easy to sometimes focus on the negative things that exist in the world and how we relate to each other. But when you look hard enough, joy is what connects us all, in sports, right? Is another piece of what connects us all. And for you all, that's the New York Knicks. And Mitch, it's not just us here at ESPN that we're so very touched by your story. The New York Knicks are as well. So before we let you go, we got something for you.
What's up, Mitch and Hannah? Shaylin Brunson here for the Knicks. Just wanted to say thank you for your support. Seeing your videos has been very inspiring, and your story is incredible. Just want to say thank you for always rooting for us, cheering for us. Your Knicks spirit is immaculate. So go Knicks, up all as well. See you soon.
Mitch and Hannah just got back from shoot around, getting ready for Game 3, but really wanted to send my love and say thank you so much for the content. Me and Jordan love watching your analysis and watching you guys watch the game every single game. And it brings us such joy to see how much Hannah really enjoys loving her Knicks. So really appreciate you, Mitch, doing what you do. Hannah, keep being a trooper, keep being the best in the game.
That's unbelievable. You guys got me there at the end. I wasn't expecting that.
I gotta tell you, Mitch, when I reached out to them for those videos, they already knew your story. They follow along. They watch your videos. Both Jalen and Carl said that they have been following along for the last several months. So there is a lot of people who are rooting for you, who are rooting for Hannah, and we so very much appreciate the time. We're deeply, deeply grateful.
I can't thank you guys enough. Truly, immensely, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you for telling Hannah's story. Any spotlight she can get, she deserves it.
It is so very clear, Mitch, and you deserve that spotlight as well. So thank you, and good luck with your broadcast.